Good afternoon and welcome to Boston Asian Radio and TV English Daily News Today. I am your host, Amanda. Here's a look at the top stories making headlines today. Boston man guilty of shooting a car while driving with his two kids. Two hurt in stabbing at Clark University in Worcester. Fox News and Dominion Voting Systems reach $7,875 million settlement over false election claims, averting trial. Convention Center Authority pulls back on plans for South Boston development. Easter fire at Cambridge Church investigated as arson. FBI asks public for information. Boston man guilty of shooting a car while driving with his two kids. A 31-year-old Boston man accused of shooting at another car in August 2021 while driving with two children has been found guilty. After locating a vehicle with obvious signs of ballistic damage, reviewing surveillance footage, and interviewing witnesses, police found that Miranda, who fled after the incident, had exchanged gunshots with a man later identified as Morris near the intersection of Ringe Avenue and Clifton Place. Officials say that Miranda had his two children in the vehicle. Last week, a Middlesex Superior Court jury found Miranda guilty of 2 counts of assault with intent to kill, assault with a dangerous weapon, 2 counts of carrying a firearm and carrying a firearm while loaded, possession of ammunition, 2 counts of reckless endangerment of a child, and discharging a firearm within 500 feet of a building. 2 hurt in stabbing at Clark University in Worcester. 2 people have serious injuries after a stabbing at Clark University in Worcester, Massachusetts on Tuesday, and police say they have a suspect in custody. Investigators say it happened at a basketball court inside the school's gym on Downing Street. The victims, who are 17 and 23, were taken to an area hospital, police said. Worcester Police Lt.C. Murtha said one of the victims' injuries are life-threatening, while the others are serious but non-life-threatening. "We were walking up by the parking garage because we were going to main campus, and we heard a bunch of people yelling," said witness Tetra Clark. She and Ann Culhane say they saw the commotion on Downing Street around 6:30 p.m. Police say 18-year-old Knowledge Bethia has been arrested in the case. Police say they are looking for one more person. Bethia and the 2 victims are not students, according to authorities. Fox News and Dominion Voting Systems reach $7,875 million settlement over false election claims, averting trial. Fox and Dominion Voting Systems reached a $787 million settlement Tuesday in the voting machine company's defamation lawsuit, averting a trial in a case that exposed how the top-rated network chased viewers by promoting lies about the 2020 presidential election. "The truth matters, lies have consequences," Dominion lawyer Justin Nelson said in a news conference outside the courthouse after a judge announced the deal. Dominion had asked for $16 billion, arguing that Fox had damaged its reputation by helping peddle funny conspiracy theories about its equipment switching votes from former President Donald Trump to Democrat Joe Biden. Fox said the amount greatly overstated the value of the Colorado-based company. Convention Center Authority pulls back on plans for South Boston development. The state's independent Convention Center Authority canceled and rejected controversial redevelopment proposals for a piece of land in South Boston after officials accused it of using false pretenses to craft the plans. In 2012 and 2013, the primarily unbuilt 62 acres of asphalt along D and E streets across from the Boston Convention and Exhibition Center were eminent domain to expand the Convention Center business. The MCCA Board of Directors voted Thursday morning to terminate the development proposal request and reject the 2 developer offers. A notice of the cancellation says the authority rejected the proposals and canceled the pending solicitation as it has determined it is in the best interest of the authority. This vote by the board was an important step toward a more fair, transparent, and inclusive bidding process, Administration and Finance Secretary Matt Gorskowitz stated. Easter fire at Cambridge Church investigated as arson. FBI asks public for information. Authorities believe a fire that destroyed a Cambridge church on Easter was set intentionally, the FBI's Boston office announced Tuesday. The FBI said the 6-alarm fire at Faith Lutheran Church began just before 5:30 p.m. on April 9, and that it took until 4 a.m. the next day to fully extinguish. Officials are asking the public for help investigating the fire. The FBI said they are looking for photos and videos of the church from the day before the fire, the day of the fire, and of efforts to extinguish the fire. The church, which was known for its soup kitchen and services in German, held an afternoon Easter service just a few hours before the fire started. The church pastor, Rev. Robin Letjohan, said previously that the church would continue on as a congregation despite their devastation at losing their meeting place, which was over 100 years old. Stay tuned for more updates on Boston news as it develops.